Underneath the soil or hidden in the ground, there's a lot of treasures to be found. Dirty secrets of Scotland.
Hello and welcome to Dirty Secrets of Scotland. I'm back at the ball tip. It's a very cold wind today and that's why I'm using the umbrella as a windbreak. If you saw the last video you'll see why. Yeah, you don't want wind in your videos, so yeah, let's get digging. I'm only that far down, I'm hitting the ash layer, just. First wee bottle just came flying out. I think it's just a clear glass, plain bottle, but it's got a cork in it, look at that. Amazing. Okay, let's crack on. Just had this nice wee green parrot. Oh. Just had this out. It's in pretty good nick considering they're usually absolutely mangled, these things. But I mean, they're usually rusted away to nothing. Saying that, there's quite a lot of rust there. Yeah, let's try and get the stuff out. Yep. Handy thing about finding a load of bricks is you can make a little dent that acts as a windbreak to film your finds. So you'll be going in here in my little windbreak. Just had this, and I think, I'm pretty sure, well, it's a bit broken, but I'm pretty sure that's a salt shaker. Yeah, a little salt well. Yum yum. Just had this fall out of there when I was caving in the side. Massive. Almost complete as well. Wonder if I could fix that handle. Put a bit of wire in there, bore a hole in there, bore a hole in there, stiff wire from a coat hanger, glue it in, Milliput paint. I'll think about it. Got a Milton ball here. Yep, just plain, and it'll say Milton as always on the base. There you go. Back in a little den. Nice. Green little poison. Well, it's not really a poison, I suppose it's a smelling salts or something, but you can see there, see that line there, 3-part mould. So it's got age to it. Nice wee bottle. I was hoping it would be another one of those Kirkcaldy ones that I found before, but it's just plain, unfortunately. Still, lovely wee green bottle. Just had this out. It looks like a little 4711 bottle. You've seen them before. You know, the eau de cologne bottles. Looks like one, but it's not one. It's different. It's got age to it. I can't tell if it's aqua glass or clear. I think it's clear though. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's a clear bottle. Nice wee bottle though. Let's crack on.
Maybe I should make a ginger beer bottle out of an ink bottle. Maybe I should make a ginger beer bottle out of an ink bottle for Gail and Alex, the Northern Mudlarks. Maybe I should make it. What the? I just got hit by a leaf. You see that? Got hit by a leaf. Fell out in the sky and hit me in the head.
Just had this out. It's a wee pouring ink. It's got some rust on the bottom. But what's cool about this is we just sold one of these on the Etsy store to someone in Canada. now I've got another one. Beautiful little thing. I think it's complete. I think it's got the cork in it. I just need to get this rust off the bottom here. Very nice. Just add this. I think it's just clear glass, but what a strange bottle this is. I think it's just a sauce, but yeah, look at that. Nothing on the base. Weird bottle. But yeah, I'll clean it up later. Let's crack on. Got another Milton here, just a wee one. We'll say Milton on the base there, yeah. They always seem to have the cork in, don't know why. Okay, let's crack on. Just had this out. Clear glass, vulcanite top, Robert Barr and Company. And it's a half-size one, which I haven't seen yet, which is quite cool. At first I thought the vulcanite was damaged, but it's just a funny shape. That's how they made it. Yeah, this is the company that makes Iron Brew, which is Scotland's second most famous drink after whiskey. It's a soft drink, it tastes a bit like bubble gum, I guess. Fizzy drink. Anyway, let's crack on.
Robert Barr founded Barr's Soft Drinks Company in Falkirk, Scotland in 1875. In 1887, his son, Robert Fulton Barr, set up a branch of the company in Glasgow, which had a much larger population. In 1892, the Glasgow branch passed to Robert's brother, Andrew Gregg Barr. The Falkirk and Glasgow branches merged in 1959, and the company was listed on the London Stock Exchange in 1965. Barrs are still the makers of Scotland's second national drink, after whiskey, Iron Brew. Scotland is unusual in being one of the few countries on the planet in which a homemade soft drink outperforms sales of Coca-Cola.
Just had this. It's just a plain amber, but it's got a cork in it. It's getting very muddy at the bottom again. But yeah, that's part of this tip. I don't really mind it as long as I'm finding good things. Alright, I can already tell that this is a heartbreaker. I don't know what it is, the top's broken off. But it could be one of those repair jobs again. Wow, that's got a lot written on it. It's also got a crack there, which doesn't help me. Instructions: remove. What is this? It's a hot water bottle, maybe, of some description. Taylor's Limited. Disinfector, Liverpool. I don't know what this is, a disinfector. This is something I've not seen before. So I'll take that home and we might repair it depending on if it's worth it. It looks very cool to me though. What does that say? Rolliat. Anyway, we'll look at it in a bit. Had a few people asking what the word tip means, and I get it. Like, if you're not from this country, you won't know that it just means a bottle dump, and that's all it is. It's people used to come here and they'd tip their stuff out, and that's why it's called a tip. Just found these 3 jam pots, stoneware, all next to each other. None of them are printed, unfortunately, but yeah, they found them right next to each other. Okay, having a wee break now, and then I'll get back to it. Lunchtime roundup. So I've got these jars, stoneware jars. This actually turns out to be a screw top, so I don't want it. This is a John Mackay bottle. Got these wee bottles, all sorts, are all plain. or one of these paste bottles. There's a few of them around today. Little perfume bottle, Milton, Life of the Skin, lovely little pouring ink, which has actually got on there a print, but I can't read it just now. I have a funny feeling it says love it and love it, which means it's the mini version, the one that Darren found in the previous video. Perfume bottle, but it's plain. I thought it'd be 4711, but it's not, slightly different in style. I think that this is a little, it's like an ink recess well for in a kid's desk at school. Either that or it's a budgie's hat, top hat. You decide. Did I say the green one? This disinfector thing, I found this online, and so I know how to make the top, so I can repair this. This will be coming home for a future video. This won't be coming home because I couldn't find enough of it to repair. Enormous jug. More damage on the other side though, so probably too big a job to be worth even doing. The Falkirk bottle, the Robert Bar bottle, Iron Brew Company, massive Milton, tiny wee bottle which I opened, there's a cork in it and it absolutely stinks, so I'll be pouring that away. Got these salt, well that's actually, I think that may be the pepper one. I put my fork through that one. I think it was broken already, looking at the inside. Yeah, this cup, which presumably belonged to a giant. Wow. Oh, it says something on there actually. For old. I can't make that out right now. But I had something printed on there, for old something. Wonder who that was. Presumably they were a giant, as I said before. Got these giant drippy lippy bottles. This one's particularly drippy and particularly lippy. Oh, you stop being lippy. And then there's this one as well, which is a flask bottle, which is unfortunately plain, but again, look at the drippy lippiness. So that's the lunchtime roundup. It's a bit squelchy here, but if you remember from last year, this is exactly how it was, and it just gets worse. But yeah, let's crack on. I'm hoping this wind dries my first set of gloves a little bit before I have to put them in my bag. Wow, look at that mud. On to the next set. Well, the new boots are getting the ultimate test, and so far, no bother at all. Just had this out. Dowie Secrets of Scotland Cup with the thistles. It's a little bit too far gone this, but that's cool though. That's a wee heartbreaker. I think that not to be taken would have been a 1 dram, which would be quite a rare wee bottle. Ah man, I hope there's another one out there. I'll have to just keep looking. Just had this. I think it's one of those Rosie's bottles. It's I think it's machine made, but I'm not entirely sure, but it's so muddy down here. I'll show this a bit later, cleaned up. Just found this on the surface over there. Looks like someone else has dug it and left it. Cream on the insides, the brown on the outside. Oh well, I'll take it. Even if I don't keep it as it is, I can certainly do something with it for sure. Nice. Just had this. That tea is distinctive in Scotland. It's Tennant's Lager, which is the beer that I still drink now, or one of them anyway. Tennant's. Excellent. Yeah, I'll keep that. Nice one. Hugh and Robert Tennant founded a brewery in 1740 at Drygate Bridge near Glasgow Cathedral. However, brewing had taken place at the same site by their ancestor Robert Tennant since 1556, making it the oldest continuous commercial concern in Glasgow. Hugh Tennant's sons, John and Robert, continued the family business, trading as J&R Tennant from 1769. The business expanded in the 1790s when the Tennant family purchased the neighbouring brewery and renamed the site Well Park Brewery. The firm originally brewed stout and strong export ales,
In the mid-19th century, J&R Tennant was the world's largest bottled beer exporter. Tennant's is still a very popular beer in Scotland today. I even drink it myself. Cheers! Poison not to be taken. And I won't be taking this one because it's broken. And actually I thought I'd done it until I put it back together and realised this section's missing. So this was already broken. Oh well, it's batter on. Just had this cute little pot. So I think it's just a paste pot. Actually it's got writing underneath. So we'll be able to read that in a little while. But yeah, that's quite cute. I like that. Got a vulcanite on the bottom here. I've actually dug around it a bit. So I've loosened it anyway, but ooh. Ah! Embossed. Embossed. Oh great, where's my brush? There it is. Oh nice. That's great. That's another Schwoo bottle. Or Whitbread to everybody else. Whitbread London. Here's my sleeve there. There's the Schwoo look. And it's got the stopper in as well. Oh, that's not the right stopper. That's a different stopper. And they did that a lot though, changed the stoppers out. But yeah, cool. I've got the original stopper in the house anyway because I found it before in a previous video. Very nice indeed. This is how we deal with roots. I mean, you don't have to do it like that, but it's fun. Full-time roundup. Okay, here's the big Roses bottle. I think it is machine made because you can see the little line there at the top. This is one of those lay for the skin bottles. The perfume bottle with the cork in it. Another perfume bottle with the cork in it. Tennant's lager. This surface find, which is cool. Little sorry, not poison bottle. Perfume bottle. This, which has got something right on the bottom, which I hadn't noticed before, so I'll work out who made that. Little stopper, which is lovely and iridescent. Ooh. The Schwoo bottle, Whitbread London. This little pot. This Bars bottle with the stopper in it. Milton, a larger one. Drippy Lippy, and Aqua Glass. Drippy Lippy in amber glass. Tiny little bottle. Say they'll like that. The budgie hat or inkwell, whatever you want to call it. Lovely green 3-part mould wee bottle. And the Rockstar for me, believe it or not, considering that it's broken, but I will repair it, is this Taylor's Limited Disinfector Liverpool. That's cool, and all the writing on the back as well. So I will repair that, and yeah, that'll be really cool. That'll be a nice one for the collection, that will. So yeah, there you go, full-time roundup. Thanks for joining me on Dirty Secrets of Scotland. Back at the bottle tip. I'm ducking down behind the umbrella again to stop the wind noise. But yeah, that was a good dig, I really enjoyed it. That Taylor's is cool, really cool. It's just a shame it's broken, but as I say, I like repairing things anyway, so that'll come into a new life of its own again. In the future, we'll see that happen, hopefully at the end of this video if I have the time to do it. Anyway, thanks again. Until next time, hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. All filled in. Willie's rainy day creations. This is a bulk ink bottle. It's probably Victorian or Edwardian. It's plain, there's nothing on it. But what I'm going to do is make it into a ginger beer bottle. First thing I'm going to do is create a blob top on the top here. So I'll need to do that with Milliput, and I'll scratch the top up so it gets a key. We'll come to that in a minute. You may have already seen the ginger beers that we have restored, like this one. This was actually 2 ginger beer bottles stuck together, and Sarah and I have restored it. Also, you may have seen this one as well. This is the one that I painted to make it look like a print. D Secrets of Scotland ginger beer. So yeah, so the plan is to make a ginger beer out of a bulk ink. Will it work? Don't know. Let's find out. So I've got some really coarse grit sandpaper here. Oh, and some dirt from the tip as well. Nice. I'll edit that out. You know I want. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is just scratch up this surface here. Otherwise, I'm afraid that it won't be good enough for a key for the Milliput to stick to. So yeah, job number 1. Okay, I've scratched that up now. That's got a key. It's rough here now, which is what I wanted. And just to show you, this is the whole ginger beer that I found. The first whole ginger beer that I found, and that's the blob top style that I'm looking for. So I'm going to try and recreate this on the ink bottle. Milliput is a 2-part epoxy putty, which I'm going to now mix up. Okay, so the Milliput is now mixed up, and what I want to do is create the blob top on here, but I want to put on too much. You want to put too much on because you can take it off later by sanding, but not having enough is not what you want. Okay, so I've roughed out the shape, and I'm actually quite happy with that. Just turn it around for you there. Needs a lot of sanding, but like I said before, I'd rather have too much on there to be able to take stuff off than get to the point that I have to do it again and work more Milliput into the picture. So nah, let's just get it right the first time, and that looks good to me. So the next stage will be sanding when it's dry. Okay, so I wanted this to half set, and then I thought I'll put a vulcanite stopper in, and the screw should make its own self-tapped thread in the internal screw. So now, when it's finished, I'll be able to put a vulcanite in the top. Cool. Okay, here we have the ginger beer bottle. This was a success, which I'm pleased about. That was a bit of an experiment, and it fits perfectly. I think if I was to do it when the Milliput was soft, it might not have worked, because I think it might have, you know, just moved around too much, but I waited until it was half set and then it was fine. Anyway, the next thing to do is the sanding, and this is going to take a while. This is 80 grit sandpaper. I'm going to sand the whole thing down until I get a profile that looks more like this, which is an original one. Let's do this. Okay, that's it sanded back with the 80 grit, which is coarse. Now I'm going to go down to the 400, which is much finer, and hopefully get it looking smoother before I take it right down to about 2000 so I get a shine on it, and that'll make it easier to paint. So yeah, let's just get going with the 400 grit. That's the 400 grit done, and I'm quite happy now to go ahead and do the finer ones. So probably, actually I'm just going to jump to 1000 because that's pretty smooth. So I'm going to jump to 1000 and see how that looks. 1000 grit sandpaper. Okay, this is the 1000 grit. I have a feeling this is going to be enough. So here it is after the 1000 grit sandpaper. And top tip, I just rubbed it on my jeans afterwards. Slightly abrasive as denim, so polished it up lovely. Let's just see if this fits, but I'm pretty sure it will. Nicely. So that's ready to paint. So yeah, let's get on with that. Okay, so I'm going to paint the top now. And some ginger beers in this shape have a little bit down here that it slightly goes over the edge and goes right round. I don't want to do that because I want to maximise the space for the design here. So yeah, I'm going to just paint from here down and then inside. Just one colour for now, and later on I'll stipple a different colour on there. Okay, the first coat is dry and it's time to apply coat 2. Okay, last coat. Okay, so that's the paint on. It's 3 coats, nice and even. What I'm going to do next is stipple on the next colour, which is basically the same as I had before. I've just added a little bit of darker paint, mixed that up, and it's now ready to stipple on. And the idea is just to give it a bit of texture and a little bit of colour variation. Otherwise it's one blanket colour and it just looks a bit weird, so I just have to stipple the whole thing. Okay, that's it painted, and I'm happy with that. I'll just take off the excess paint here with a blade, it's no problem. Actually, that's what I've been doing in each stage, taking it off. So it's not like a big thick amount to take off at once. Anyway, yeah, happy with that. So I'll let that dry, clean up this, and then it's on to glazing. Okay, that's all painted, and I've cleaned away the excess there. So I'm now going to glaze it. I'm going to glaze the top and the inside now, and then I'm going to turn it on its side and glaze the side, mainly because I don't want it to run down the bottle. So I'm going to hold it like this. So I'm only going to show on camera doing the top part. Let's get on it. Okay, so I've sculpted the top, painted it, glazed it, 2 coats of glaze, and I made this design as well. And it's just a big thanks to Northern Mudlarks because they've really helped us out this year. We're only 6 months old now, and they have massively accelerated the amount of subscribers that we've got and people that like our channel. So huge shout out to Gail and Alex, and this is a gift for them. I started out with this, which we just did with pencil, and then filled in with pen. You can see how I worked it out there, the pencil marks, etc. So yeah, I was happy with that. Did a photocopy, and I've put lots of pinholes through all over this, so I can now put these pin marks in, and then I'll draw it back onto the bottle once I've taken this template away. Okay, here's all the dots. You can just vaguely see what's going on there. I'll now go away and I'll join up the lines and then I'll come back and show you where I'm at. Okay, join the dots was a success. It looks very scrappy right now. All I've literally done is just join the dots with freehand. So I'll now go away and actually make these letters look good. Yeah, well I hope so anyway. Let's give it a go. Okay, I'm fairly happy with that. I just want to get this now, which is 2000 Grit Sandpaper, and make it look old. So I kind of need to mess it up, which feels a bit strange considering I just spent so much time on it, but I want it to look right, so that's what I'm going to do. Now it just needs a glaze. Okay, so I've got to do this quick, because if you put the glaze on and go over and over it, you'll end up melting the paint, and I definitely don't want that. So I want to go in, single stroke down, or two at the very most, and cover it all. Clean up the edges there. One little bubble there, get rid of that. Push it in between the letter in there, by the way. Right, okay, I can't do any more to that right now. I need to just let that dry, and I'll do another coat of glaze once it's dry. Well, that's it pretty much. Another Mudlarks ginger beer from a ink bottle. Willie's rainy day creations. Miniature personalised ginger beer bottles, like this one, amongst other creations, are available to buy now over on our Etsy store. Also, if you wanted to contribute towards making these videos, you can do so over on our Ko-fi page. We'd just like to say a massive thank you to those of you who have bought stuff from us and also contributed towards this channel.
So this is a surprise gift that we got from one of our followers on Instagram, Mike Shildon. Bottle Digging Shildon on Instagram. We'll put his link in the description below. We're gonna open it up on camera, which is a bit daunting.
If it's a severed head, I'm going to be very upset.
It was very well wrapped by Mike, so felt a little bit like playing past the parcel. So that's always a good thing.
Live reveal, folks. Doesn't get any more exciting than this. Oh, drum roll. Ah, wow.
Oh, it's a thistle!
Unclean as well. It's just come out of the ground like that. That's amazing.
Pure, unadulterated bottle.
That's brilliant.
Digging treasure. That is so cool.
Nice one. Thanks, Mike. Also, we were sent through
these beautiful garnets from the Thames foreshore by Michal Knap. Thank you so much for that. And Sarah has filled her really tiny bottle with them too. Lovely.
And finally, we'd like to give a shout out to one of our youngest fans. So Matilda is 3 years old and she is really getting into bottle digging as well as our videos, and she's even identifying finds, which is absolutely amazing. So she's with the Mudlarking Geordies over on Instagram again. But yeah, we'd really like to say hi to Matilda and thanks for watching.
Yeah, and we'd like to dedicate the theme tune, which she sings and dances to Matilda. So this one's for you, Matilda. Enjoy.
Underneath the soil or hidden in the ground, there's a lot of treasures to be found. Dirty secrets of Scotland.
Is this... Yeah, are you helping? Yes? Helping? Helping? You monkey. Monkey, I'm just trying to set up a shop and...